the way you come off as that Aries sun, you could go too far and allow a person to not want to give you that credit. Because they know what kind of ego you got. You know what I'm saying? And this having a Libra moon can help that, can balance that out. You could actually be an Aries who wants friends. And then if you could get an Aries to come across to make you feel like they appreciate you, you'll be an unstoppable Aries. See, a lot of Aries don't understand that. See, I'm an Aries myself, so an Aries sun myself. So, you know what I'm saying? You kind of, I get it, but a lot of Aries who's not into this shit might not get it. You know what I'm saying? We so aggressive. We don't mean no harm by it, but a lot of times it's like a all or nothing type of mentality. It's almost like look, it's my way or the highway. This is the way. And 9 times out of 10, we be right, but the way we approach being right won't allow another person to say, yeah, you're right. They might go in their own circumference, in their own sphere of reality and be like, yeah, that nigga is right though, but I don't kind of like him like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. With this Libra moon, that's gonna help all that. You're gonna have a lot of relationships, and a lot of people appreciate your leadership. See, that's the thing. Without this Libra moon, a lot of people might not appreciate your leadership skills. With a Libra moon and an Aries sun, people are gonna appreciate it. And it's going to throw something inside of you to allow you to appreciate someone from their role, their perspective. So, you know what I'm saying? You kind of, this is kind of a good placement. You know what I'm saying? This is a good placement. But the down placements is when it comes down to sometimes you might can't make a choice. Like, you might love a bacon burger, but you might have a taste for this burger, and then you might not understand, like, damn, why can't I decide? And you might get frustrated with that inside yourself. And I'm trying to let you know that's just that Libra moon coming out. You're reacting to the situation and it kind of at odds, because Aries and Libra is both opposite signs. But, you know, that's lower debilitation shit. On a higher level, this is a great placement, a great debilitation. It's a good and bad and everything. And when somebody say planets is debilitated, I need you to know there's good in that too. Because 9 times out of 10, you should work harder at certain things. And working harder at something always is a better outcome. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on. Aries sun, Scorpio moon. All right, now if you want to know what this is, just listen to me. You know what I'm saying? This is me right here. You feel me? Aries sun, Scorpio moon. Okay, now the only thing that helps is when we in war. Everything has to have something to do with the war. Like, you can be in a relationship. With inside your body, you're going to war with certain shit. You're going to war with, like, well, should I show this person affection or should I not? Because the Scorpio might want to show this person affection, but then the Aries might come out and be like, well, if you show too much affection, they might look at you. They might look you don't want to be looked at in that light. Like, it's a lot of walls you build up that only you care about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I am Aries sun and Scorpio moon, so trust me here. I can go on some shit in my own life and let you know good details. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, first of all, you're not even gonna get into no long-term relationship with someone if you're not fucking first. Like, if you're dealing with somebody who say, man, we need a relationship, I want to talk to you, I like you, and you're talking to them for a while, and it's not going to fucking or none of that. You see that's not going to be for a while. You're not going to put yourself in that box to even entertain. You're not even going to entertain the fact of, well, I'm starting to like this person, I'm willing to wait. You're not even going to entertain that factor. You're not even going to entertain them long enough. You can't even entertain yourself long enough. Like, if you just start talking to somebody and they gave you their number, which if you was a Libra, you will understand that just them giving you your number, this them giving you their number is, you're already in there. No matter how long it take, you're going to put in the work to do it. See, that's different though. But if you're Aries sun and Scorpio moon, them giving you your number, them giving you their number is the last thing you're thinking about. You like, okay, I got their number now, so let me hit up and see when we could chill, or this, that, and the third. If it's taking days and days and weeks for you to get your point, first of all, you're not gonna want to get into no deep conversations because you're too deep into yourself already. That Aries sun, you put yourself out there to get the number. That Scorpio moon is thinking how deep you can go within yourself to feel about the situation. So you're blocking any deep thoughts you can have to be relatable to this person. So to the person you're talking to, you might come off secretive. You might come off secretive and shit. And but you're really not. It's just you don't want to let all your cats out the bag yet, because you don't want to put yourself out there to the point that you're letting this person know all this kind of shit about you, and then if it doesn't go as far as you was thinking or as deep as you was thinking it was gonna go by you using that Scorpio moon, you feel like you lost something. You feel like you let somebody your heart or something. You feel like you gave somebody. You almost feel like you gave somebody something, and by it not working out the way you thought it was gonna work out, you lost that piece forever. You done gave somebody a piece of you forever, and you like, damn, why the fuck I do that? That's that shit. That's that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's that motherfucking shit. We real deep. And we already thinking, because we part of the head, that Aries sun, Scorpio moon, this shit goes deep and it's debilitated, nigga. Listen, that's what we can do. I'm not gonna say what you could do, because I'm part of you if you this too. So what we can do is take our actions, and depending on, only take actions we feel deeply about. So when you out here fighting for a cause using that Aries sun, only fight for causes you feel very deeply about using that Scorpio moon. You'll always get your shit across. Like this shit I'm doing now, I wouldn't even did it if I don't feel deeply about this shit. You got a lot of sarcastic Sagittarius out here playing fake preacher and shit like this, and playing fake teacher and fake preacher, and just now learning this shit, and they don't have a deep thought about it. They just like, well, this some shit I'm into now, and I'm about to teach this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to, but they don't have a deep thought about it. You know what I'm saying? So they just going around teaching it and shit because of what they learned, and they don't have the deep emotional attachment to it. So they're able to be that mutable sign they are, and switch to another culture, another subject, and start fake teaching and preaching that. And don't get me wrong, by them being ruled by Jupiter, these motherfuckers make a lot of money and get a lot of shit done. You know, so they lucky as fuck. Like, I'm gonna tell you that. Sagittarius, they lucky as fuck. So I'm gonna tell you that. But this is the difference between the Scorpio being into the occult and the Sagittarius being into a cult. See, a Sagittarius could fly with the wind. They're almost like the fire version of an air sign. You know what I'm saying? They're almost like the fire version of a Gemini. They're almost like the fire version of a Pisces. You know what I'm saying? So they could just go with the flow. So their fire just go with the flow. But you know, I'm stepping ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about sun signs and shit. Let's get back into the sun sign, Aries, moon sign. So that's the Scorpio shit. What we can do is take our passions and put that into our actions. Okay? Now, Aries sun, Sagittarius moon. Now, these are the people who they're gonna learn a bunch of shit off back. Like, they pick up on shit quick. Like, you might, like, these are your smart people in school too. Like, these are the people who you look at, they be like the class clowns and shit. They be in the back throwing paper at people and shit like that. And them motherfuckers, and they pass all they motherfucking tests. And you be trying to learn hard as fuck and be like, man, what the fuck am I doing wrong? This nigga ain't gonna be doing shit back here. This nigga be passing all his tests and shit like that. 9 times out of 10, that motherfucker is a Sagittarius. Like, they can do that shit. They can learn they can learn shit real fast, like, and put pieces together and shit. Like, that's what they do. Like they can be the teacher, you know what I'm saying? And not have a single thought about it, not have no single passion about it. They just can pick up what the teacher do, and say y'all about to learn a math problem, right? And you have to count on your fingers and count on shit to try to figure out what's the math problem or shit like this. A Sagittarius moon can look at the problem and figured out why the problem was made like that in the first place. And this is a good placement too. Aries Sun, Sagittarius Moon, good placement. No debilitation at all. So they could look at it and be like, oh, of course it's like that, because this too wouldn't be here if it wasn't like that. Like algebra, shit like that. This is shit they can get without going through the necessary details to try to understand it. Like, these are people like, so Sagittarius people are like, they're into a lot of different shit, religions and cultures, and they like to travel and shit like that. So if you got this in your moon and you're an Aries Sun, your ass will be traveling. Like, a lot of times the Sagittarius Sun, they're into it, but a lot of times the way the stars is lined up, it allows them to be put in families where they have no choice but to travel. Like, a lot of Sagittarius Sun people just be born into families where they have to travel. Like, they might have been born in Puerto Rico or something like that. They moved here because their family moved here, or they might got family, or they from here and they got families in other cities, and something happened in their life to make them travel. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius Moon is people who think they have to travel. They might not be necessarily traveling, but they feel like they have to travel to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? So if you an Aries Sun and a Sagittarius Moon, you might just be that person who initiate. Because Aries is a cardinal sign, and since Sagittarius is a mutable sign, you have to initiate yourself to be mutable. So you gonna be the person you might be the person who take your family somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And develop that mutable energy around that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? You might be the person who might create your own religion. You know what I'm saying? You might create your own religion, like being an Aries Sun and Sagittarius Moon. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these peoples are 5%ers and all that shit like that, but they have their own perception of being a 5%er, but at the end of the day, they're a 5%er. Which see, that's the difference with the Sagittarius and Scorpio. See, Aries Sun and Scorpio Moon, they not gonna give a fuck about no 5%ers and come up with reasons why you shouldn't give a fuck about a 5%er, and come up with a explanation of where the 5%er come from in the first place. A Sagittarius and a Sagittarius Moon with an Aries Sun, they might get into it to the point that they understand that they are a 5%er, but the way they look at it is in their own way. So so it's like the same thing, just with two different outlooks. Because at the end of the day, it's still the same shit. The Scorpio Moon wouldn't even be talking about a 5%er if they didn't get into it at one point in time in their life to say fuck it. And then the Sagittarius Moon wouldn't even have came up with the idea of this is the way it should be, and it's really not that in the first place if they didn't get into 5%er. So it's the same thing, just with different outlooks. Scorpio just like to get in the little deep about it, and the Sagittarius is just like to learn more about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So being a Aries Sun, Sagittarius Moon, I can say what you can do is don't blur out obvious things. You know what I'm saying, that you think a person wouldn't be pissed off about. You can hurt people's feelings. Like, if you sitting there telling a person like, God damn, nobody wear them shoes no more. You might be saying that because in so many ways in the collective consciousness, yeah, everybody do feel like nobody wear them shoes no more. But that person you're telling that to 9 times out of 10, they might not receive that the way you thinking everybody should receive that. They might look at that and be like, man, why is this person talking to me like this? You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I can say is put a muzzle on your mouth sometimes, and you'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Aries Sun, Capricorn. Now, this could be debilitated too, but in a good way also, because they're both cardinal signs. So with this cardinal energy, and Mars and Saturn, the relationship Mars and Saturn have is, it can go either way, because Mars could give Saturn enough passion to want to stay and build a foundation and have its stability in that foundation. Or in a bad way it could work is Mars might try to force itself out of being in a situation where it have to be in some kind of routine. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it can be bad debilitated. But if you are Aries and you got a dream, the Capricorn moon will allow you to have the necessary skills with making that dream come true, taking it step by step by step. Because by you being an Aries, you're running off the chaos program a lot of times. Everything flames, chaos. The Capricorn thinking, the earth up under that fire could start burning into like a structure where the fire could start taking shape. So you might be burning into the ground, but the ground is taking shape of the flame, so it'll be able to hold that flame and have a good structure for that flame. So like you might be creative, you might want to be an actor or something like that. It's that Aries sun. The Capricorn moon will give you the qualities that you could take the necessary steps to be an actor. So that Capricorn moon, instead of you might being like, man, I'm about to just do 1,000 videos of trying to act and do some acting shit myself, because I am an actor. That Aries sun, you know, I might try to take all kind of shortcuts and all this kind of shit. That Capricorn moon will be like, wait a minute. Well, let me put this aggression into, let me go to a few acting tryouts. Let me sign up for a few backup roles. Let me sign up for a few what they call that, movie auditions for you know, when people be into what they call that, you know what I'm saying, extras. Yeah, let me go to a few cities where I could be an extra in a movie and something built off that. Let me create a resume and all that shit. By you being a Capricorn moon, you would give that Aries sun enough patience to get into that kind of shit. Because Aries sun don't have if an Aries sun want to be, say an Aries sun and an Aries moon, they're not even going to be paying attention to no motherfucking details about how to get there to be an actor. The only thing they know is they're going to start acting in real life to their peers they're in front of, and until they come across somebody who can put in the necessary steps for them. See, because the Aries sun, Aries moon might be so motherfucking creative to the point that, yeah, they can act, but they're not paying attention to the little things, the little steps you have to do to get there. They're not building the foundations to get there. So a lot of times these people go out and showing their acting skills to everybody, and 9 times out of 10 they'll run into somebody who see that passion in them, and that the person that they run into help them with the little details and shit like that. But by you being a Capricorn moon and Aries sun, you will have that quality. So you'll have that quality with going out, showing your skills, and have that quality with building a foundation to get to that point, step by step. You know what I'm saying? Aries sun, Aquarius moon. Let's move on. Aries sun, Aquarius moon. Now, Aries sun and Aquarius moon, off the back, weird. And I mean that it could be good or bad, but I mean that in the literal sense of, they might have created the word weird. Like, Aries sun gonna be, the Aries sun already wants to be the first person to do something, right? So when Aquarius come into your reactionary involvements, to the way you feel and how you think and the way you react to things, you're never gonna want to be in a box, and you're gonna make it be known that you're not in a box. Like, if you was an Aquarius sun sign, like just Aquarius and another moon sign, naturally you might do shit that people might look at you like only that person does that. You know what I'm saying? And you might be a little like you stand out naturally. You do things that your actions already stand out. By this being your reactions and Aries being your sun sign, Aries being the way you act and then the way you react is out the box. Oh man. Everybody, you might be that person who if the first day, say your school just started wearing uniforms, you might be that first person to come that day wearing regular clothes, and you know well aware that you were supposed to wear a uniform, but just for the simple fact that you don't want to wear the uniform, you're going to come in your regular clothes and make people think that, oh, I thought it wasn't here yet. I thought we could still wear our regular clothes. Knowing in the back of your head, you just wanted to wear your regular clothes yet. Like that, like shit like that, like little shit like that. Like you're gonna force yourself to do shit that no one else is doing. Like Like, it's like that. I think that was a perfect example. Like, you might have, like, we could go to something little like getting a job or something like that. You might want to be the first person to get that job that just happened in y'all city, and everybody, and just open up, like the new casino might just opened up. You know what I'm saying? You might want to be the first person to get that job, because the Aries, by you being Aquarius, you're gonna do some whole other type shit and to get the attention of, to get that job. You might go up there and be like, I just want to help y'all clean up and shit around before y'all open and stuff like that. And when y'all open, I would like to receive an application. You might be that person, you know what I'm saying, to the point that you trying to get in before it's actually open. You know what I'm saying? Like little shit like that. Like you force yourself to be different. You're gonna force yourself to be different. If everybody wearing green, you're gonna force yourself to wear yellow. And make everybody feel like this is why I'm wearing yellow. And you want everybody to know why you're wearing yellow. You know what I'm saying? It was like little shit like that. You just different. So just take little aspects like that and reciprocate it to what's ever going on in your life, and then you'll understand what I'm saying a little better. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's going on in people's personal lives. I can just tell you that the energy around it. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the last one. Aries and Pisces. And what a lot of people don't understand is Aries and Pisces have a lot in common in totally different ways. Aries and Pisces are emotional, and they want to be the hero, and they want to stand up. They want to stand up for somebody. Like if someone getting picked on, that person who come over there and tell you to stop picking on them is an Aries or a Pisces. Like, it can either be either one. How they do it is dependent on which one they are. You know what I'm saying? But they're both the heroes of the zodiacs, Aries and Pisces. Just how they go about being the heroes is how it is. Like, you might see something that you don't like that has nothing to do with you, but it might be a friend going through this abuse. You're the person who want to diffuse it or infuse it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like in a Libra way where you just want things to be cool between both of them. With you, with Aries and Pisces, with you guys, is more like a you want to be known as the person who diffused it. 9 times out of 10, you might go home a Libra